Louisville Slugger, Genesis, Andy Purcell signature model. This is a one piece. It's going to be a good time. This is a 27 ounce. Huge thanks to Frank and Matt over at Louisville Slugger for making sure we had one of these to get a review out before they drop on Wednesday, so you guys can get a good look at one of these. If you're on the fence about buying a bat and want to wait and get one of these, I have a pretty good feeling that's going to be a solid choice. I'm going to get this wrapper off of here and let our guy Mitchell dig in. Oh God, we're having trouble with the wrapper. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. We're good. Oh. All right, that's kind of a struggle. Don't forget to rate the unwrap in the comments, and use code BPHero at Headbanger Sports to get yourself one. Let's get this thing started. Pretty. That's humping. Okay, so if you saw the YouTube short, then you know we're risking it because I really like these gloves and I didn't want to give up on them. Shout out to Louisville for these too. So if something happens to me, then this is evidence right here that don't use batting gloves out of the trash. Do what? That you're gonna have athletes. So getting things started with some 52s, just at least to give this thing a chance to break in the way they recommend, which is give it a couple hundred swings with 52s before you start hitting it with the hard stuff, just to avoid the paint seam issues that the Louisvilles have been kind of known for the last couple of years. It's the best way to do that. I will recommend that now. We didn't do that here. We hit about 50 or so with it, just to give it a chance to loosen up, and then dove right into the hard stuff. But while we were hitting these 52s, we did notice right away that it had a more noticeable inload than the Headbanger Vice one piece that we reviewed last fall. This was marketed as a .75 inload, and honestly, I'd say that felt pretty accurate. It wasn't too much, but it wasn't too little. The 27 ounce felt great in this thing, and the handle maintained a pretty rigid feel, which we're used to from the Louisville one-piece stuff. And the 13-inch barrel did feel a tad tighter than the HB Vice as well. Might just be a coincidence there, but we had no issue still getting performance out of this bat, even though it did feel tight. It just felt like it needed to break in, but it still performed really well. Wow. The whole 13-inch barrel was usable, just like the two-piece bats as well. And there was one spot that felt way more responsive than the rest, but there was no difference in performance when you got that spot. The whole thing performed top-notch on basically every swing. The field we're hitting on here is basically 290 all the way around, and we had no issues getting up and out of here, even hitting these 52s when it was fresh out of the wrapper.
You're spinning it good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You happy with that?
All right, so this thing is approved for USSSA, NSA, and ISA play, as you can see by the stamps there. It's available in 25 through 28 ounce and has a 13-inch barrel, one piece obviously like we've discussed, and has a .75 ounce inload. And it's kind of getting a quick look up and down this thing here. The graphics on this thing look absolutely sick. I know I keep saying about the Louisvilles, but they just keep making good-looking bats. I don't know what you want me to say. The black and the offset gray look absolutely great on this thing. And I do want to mention there is a seam on this thing. You know, I'm not trying to hide anything. I think some people think we're sponsored by Louisville or whatever else. Full transparency here. A small seam did show up on this. We just didn't hit enough 52s with it. That's all there is to it. But I have absolutely nothing to hide. But while we're getting an up-close look at this barrel, let's talk about the sweet spot thing that I was talking about. Here is the spot that feels way different than the rest of it, but here's how much of it is usable. Basically, the whole barrel is usable. So just kind of wanted to point that out and kind of illustrate the spot that I was talking about. See if you notice the same thing when you get yours using code BPHero. And while we're here talking about the barrel, let's look at compression real quick. Brand new in the wrapper, coming in right at 290, typical Louisville. And then getting down to about 260, again, typical Louisville after the swings we put on it. Nothing out of the norm here. Now that we're done hitting the 52s, though, and getting the up-close look at everything, let's hit the hard stuff and tell you what we thought of this thing. All right, so here's the deal. I'm just going to be upfront and honest with you. The Louisville stuff is good. We know that. Am I sponsored by Louisville? No. Does Louisville pay me to do these reviews? No. Does Headbanger pay me to do these reviews? No. Louisville makes a good product, and I do product reviews. If you can't handle the fact that I keep saying these Louisville bats are good, there's probably just a decent chance you haven't swung one. Because I don't know many people that just don't like these things. They hit well out of the wrapper. They hold compression. They hit anything you throw at them. They're probably the most user-friendly bats on the market as far as something that can be hit by just about anybody and have good success with. The Louisville's check every box, and this one was no letdown to that. If you're in the one-piece market, this has definitely got to be something you're going to consider. These do drop April 24th at noon. Use code BPHero to get yours at headbangersports.com, or you can hit me up to get one as well. Whatever you got to do to get one of these, I've been really excited to swing this thing. Glad we finally got a chance to get out and do it. So huge thanks to them for sending it to us so we could check it out. Huge thanks to Headbanger Sports for all the things they do for the channel. Also, big thanks to Mitchell for coming out and hitting with me. We played softball the day before, and we were pretty beat. But, you know, all we wanted to do was just lay around the house and be tired from playing softball or go golfing. But here we are out here shooting a bat review because Louisville's sending this good stuff. Why wouldn't you want to swing it? Be sure and check out the extras because there's plenty of swings in there. We were having fun swinging this thing and ended up putting some more rounds on it that we normally would have. But I finally got to the point where I was kind of hitting a groove with it and I was locked in. But I told myself, just shut it down. Just stop because I could see what was coming. I was hitting really well and then the wheels were going to fall off and I didn't want to get to that point because this thing was a lot of fun to hit. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Again, huge thanks to everybody that made this review possible. Swing hard in case you hit it. BP here. Catch you next time.
Dang it! Like I shouldn't pout that I hit that out. That was supposed to go a lot further.
Well, yeah, that ball went.
Go ahead. Okay.
That's too soon.
Touch that.
Oh,
I might have missed that. Actually, no, I didn't. Damn, that's almost in the other field. That's what I'm talking about. Also, like I said, told him, critical of a bat with 60 swings on it, but dude, it's crushing it.
you just missed it 320.
Yeah.
I'll be happy.
Okay.
One home run though.
Yep, absolutely.
That's good enough for me, even if it doesn't go out.
Oh yeah, sure. Go to right center where the camera can't see it. Damn, another one. Oh, top-handed. Ooh. Just muscle it out of here, I guess.
We put that ball in the same spot.
Dude, that's stupid.
squeaked it over.
Dude.
That pitch was kind of odd. I didn't know what you were gonna do with that ball when you hit it.
Dude, I'm not trying to hype train you guys, but like if you ain't getting one of these, you're doing it wrong. Oh! Yeah.
Lead ball.
All right, let me get a couple. You know what? What are you running? Maybe I'm just pushing my luck. We're down here.